I'm in the Canary Islands for the next 2 weeks, and all I've got for training are these resistance bands. So naturally I wondered, what would get me more shredded? A training program from Athlean-X or something designed by a conversational AI? Here's the experimental setup. I'll be doing 7 days of Athlean-X's elast-x program, followed by 7 days of whatever ChatGPT tells me to do. Jeff Cavalier's Athlean-X programs are known for being science-backed, meticulously designed, and having the Sylvester Stallone stamp of approval.
Fantastic trainers like Jeff Cavalier on Athlean-X. His videos are amazing.
ChatGPT, on the other hand, is the most advanced conversational AI in the world, so its program could be amazing, or it could be terrible. I really don't know. The Athlean-X program costs $100. That's the price of like 2 liters of gasoline in Sweden. I like that it says we're processing your order in Spanish because nothing up to this point has been in Spanish. And I can confirm that nothing in here is in Spanish either. Why? We've got ChatGPT here, so it's time to get my workout routine. Hi, Chris. Hey. It hasn't been established that you've been here the entire time, but he's been here the entire time. I'm gonna say, hi babe, my name's Trent. I'm not single, so don't get any ideas. Hello, Trent. Nice to meet you. I am an AI language model and do not have the ability to have ideas or feelings. Is there something specific you would like to talk about or ask me? Yes, there is. I'm looking for a training program. I want a 7-day training program that uses only elastic resistance bands. I want the workouts to follow a bro split so I can get my pump on. I could also do some HIIT or running. That'd be cool. But make things interesting and unique. I want to be shredded like cheese, so my wife will finally find me attractive and then I can win my dad's approval. Oh, it's saying it's important to note that physical attractiveness is highly subjective and it's not healthy to rely on external validation or approval. Aww. Thanks, ChatGPT. I just did the igniter set, and then I do the slash and burn with no more than 90 seconds between sets. One of the really nice things about Athlean-X is for every single workout, he has like a 2-minute video explaining the exact form of how to do that workout properly. Just wrapped up, the total workout time was about 44 minutes. Woo! My chest is really feeling it. A lot of that was really complex and I had to focus through the whole thing. I tend to play hyper-complex board games with my friends and this felt just like that. 2.5 times 11 reps, 22. Do I round up or do I round down? I wait 2 minutes between this set, but then it's 90 seconds at most for the rest sets, so I could do 45 seconds? There's not even sets of that other one. For every single movement, I had to learn something new. There were different terms: slash and burn, triple ISO, corrective exercise, 5-10 to failure. But on the whole, really interesting. My impression of the first day?
Very nice.
My chest is also definitely feeling it here. This workout program is a lot less complex. It's just 3 sets of 12 reps for all of the exercises, followed by 10 minutes of HIIT at the end. There's actually a lot of overlap with the Athlean-X program here. A bit more boring, not a hyper-complex board game, but a good, solid, basic workout program nonetheless. Color me moderately impressed. Well, you may only know me as a YouTuber who does stupid fitness challenges. I'm actually a data scientist. Nerd. So I figured I should probably tell the history of the most advanced AI ever created, since it was designed through feats of genius creativity and relentless hard work. It's the 80s. Arnold Schwarzenegger has just played the Terminator, and artificial intelligence researchers are working furiously to try to build our robot overlords. The only problem is that AI is just a bunch of if-then statements. If person says A, respond with B. And this is great unless the person comes along and says something that the machine isn't programmed to respond to. Hey, soulless machine. Hello, person. How's it going? I am emotionless. How are you? Fine and dandy. Say, do you reckon kumquats are in season this time of year? All of this changed in the 2010s when a new technique for training AIs came to popularity: neural nets. Neural nets are a mathematician's wet dream, where linear algebra meets calculus. Perform a vector operation to move forward through the neural net, and then calculate the gradient to backpropagate? Stop it, you. Natural language processing, or NLP for short, is the subset of artificial intelligence that's concerned with talking with people. So chatbots or Google Translate are good examples of this. Anyways, NLP in the 2010s was totally taken over by these neural nets. Nerds from San Francisco to Boston started training a neural net called LSTM, short for long short-term memory. These models embedded meaning by taking each word and embedding it as a vector that's pointing some direction in meaning space. A crucial breakthrough of LSTMs is that these models were aware of not just the meaning of the word, but the word's meaning in the context of the sentence. So in other words, where the word's meaning vector pointed was dependent upon the other words around it in the sentence. I trained a chatbot during this period, but unfortunately I only trained it on data from Towley, the character in South Park, and the results were a little less than impressive. Anyways, these LSTM models were great, but if you had like a 5-minute conversation with it, it would be very clear that it was an AI and not a real person. They made simple mistakes quite a bit of the time. The quality just wasn't perfect. In 2018, some data scientists came around with this paper called All You Need Is Attention, and this was used to design a model called BERT, which significantly improved chatbot quality. BERT used a new architecture called transformers. Transformers have a lot in common with LSTMs, but they're different in quite a few ways as well. BERT and this transformer model blew NLP out of the water. Following BERT, there were some other great NLP models: Ernie, Elmo. I'm not kidding. And for the past 5 years, artificial intelligence researchers have been doing exactly to the Transformer model what Michael Bay did with each consecutive Transformers movie. Answered the question, what if we threw more money at it and made everything bigger? This is where ChatGPT, generative pre-trained transformer, enters the picture. If old Transformer models are Optimus Prime, then ChatGPT is that giant T-Rex that he rides in Transformers Age of Extinction. $4 million and the annual energy usage of a town of 3,000 people later, we have the most advanced chatbot ever created. This is a really cool workout and it's super fun. I'm moderately sore every day, which is a great sign that my muscles are growing, they're tearing, but I'm not too sore, so I'm able to recover by the next time I get around to working each muscle again. It seems perfectly balanced. It's like the BMW of workout programs. It has all these features that you don't really need, but goddamn do you like them. Athlean-X also comes with this feature called six-pack shuffle, so you can work your abs. You can pick a specific area of your core, but I'm going to do my entire core, and you can pick what gear you want to use. I don't have any gear except the resistance bands, but I'm just going to say body weight. I'm going to do top level, extreme. So I guess we're going to be needlessly shirtless. Let's do this. That farting sound's just the vacuum effect of my back against the ground. Don't worry about it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's go. Unpopular opinion. Abs are worse than legs. Overhead shoulder press, 3 sets of 12. Oh, look at this, 3 more sets of 12.
Yes, 3 more sets of 12. You guessed it, 3 sets of 12.
I'm done with week 1 of Athlean-X, which means this would be a good time to talk about the pros and cons of this exercise program. The first pro is that you get to learn proper technique for all the exercises because there's walkthrough videos telling you how to do everything. The second pro is that there's a nice interface for the program. It comes with the 6-pack shuffle so you can do ab exercises and new interesting ab exercises every single day. You get to use sentences like, I didn't use my full 90 seconds of rest between slash and burns because I had recovered after my ignition set. And finally, it follows a 12-week arc, so you get to actually have progressive overload, which means you're going to see bigger gains in the long term. So what are the cons? First, it's $100. Second, it doesn't support Spanish, despite the payment processing message leading me to believe so. It took me 45 minutes before my first workout to learn stuff like how to do a triple ISO set of cavalier crossovers. There's no mobile app, so I have to look at all of the exercises on my mobile browser. Little awkward. Oh yeah, and it's $100. That wraps it up for the ChatGPT workouts, so let's talk about the pros and cons here. Pro number 1, it's free. Pro number 2, it's customizable. I was able to tell it that I wanted a weird combination of stuff and HIIT every day. Pro number 3, it taught me that I can love myself whether or not I have my dad's approval. Con number 1, there's no UI, there's not really any instructions, so any workouts that I didn't know, I had to look up proper form and technique on YouTube myself, and oftentimes I was kind of lazy, so I just didn't. Con number 2 was that the HIIT exercises weren't fantastic. It had the same HIIT routine 3 of the days, and one of the days, which was leg day, mind you, it told me to just do split squat jumps for 10 minutes straight. Doing that for 10 minutes straight is absolutely idiotic. You're gonna get injured. Con number 3, and some people might actually see this as a pro, but for me it's a con, is that it was 3 sets of 12 for everything. I found that kind of boring, and I really like the chaos and complexity of Athlean-X compared to this. At the end of the day, these are both pretty good options. I'd have to say I would go with Athlean-X because I've already paid for it, so next week I'm probably going to be doing Athlean-X over whatever ChatGPT tells me to do. The big advantage of Athlean-X here is that it tells you proper form for everything, and that it's building week over week. I think ChatGPT, if you're training consistently and you just need someone to tell you what to do, it's going to get you 80% of the way there. But the extra 20%, technique, having a little more fun with the variation in the exercises, doing exercises that are unique and targeting specific parts of your muscles, that you're only going to get with Athlean-X. There was a lot of overlap specifically in the strength training between Athlean-X and ChatGPT, which tells me that they share a solid foundation. And that's great. Nonetheless, it's freaking cool that we live in a time where you can just ask a robot to give you an exercise routine and it gives you something that's pretty solid. Not perfect, but pretty solid. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Don't forget to like the smash button and subscribe the hit button, and there's a bell thing with a, there's a notification. Okay, bye.